What is going on, everyone? My name is Crin42 and today we're playing the Outmode demo. There's a new release of it. I wanted to play the old demo that was so there was another release a few weeks ago. I didn't have time to play it though. So we're playing the latest release that was released this morning. Woo! It's hard to see in OBS, but it's version 0.6.0. It was released this morning, May 31st, 2022. So we're going to play that. It's supposed to feature several improvements to the driving mechanics, and a few other changes. I was screwing around with it earlier. There are a few improvements in the menu that I really like. We'll go through those in time. But, yeah. We'll start playing it in a few seconds. I just gotta find my controller. And, I apologize if I sound really tired, because, well, I am. For those of you that have been watching, I haven't been sleeping that well lately, so I took some sleeping pills last night, and I slept almost 18 hours, and I'm still exhausted. Yeah, I might have a problem, but that's future me's problem. So anyway, let's get into this game here. Press any key to start. I enabled the FPS counter again because I want to see how stable it is, but as long if it goes one or two races and it seems to be fine, I'm probably just going to disable that. So it's kind of like all up in there. In fact, I probably could have just went with Steam's FPS counter, huh? Probably would have been a lot less intrusive. Not that this one's really intrusive, it's just, it's, you know, in the same spot where my score is. That's a me problem. There we go, we'll turn this on. Yeah, the Steam one probably works better. Okay, tab out of that, and then I can disable that in settings. That'll suit my needs better. So I just want to keep an eye on it, see how stable the game is. By the way, they added some new settings. Sky grid, that's that grid above the sun, is now able to be disabled. We'll leave it on for now. In fact, let's turn chromatic aberration on as well. That one also changed. I'll toggle it again. This is with it off, and this is with it on. It definitely is a more noticeable change, so I really like that. We'll see how it plays out in the... I haven't done any actual racing with this yet, so we'll see how it is within the game, and then we may disable that again, just as a personal preference. But Sky Grid can now be disabled. I don't think that was an option before. Scan lines can also be disabled. My computer's crap, so it doesn't really make much of a difference. There's also a change I don't think it's actually announced in the menu, but you can now race with using left mouse button to steer, which means you can theoretically drive entirely with just your mouse, which is really cool. That should help with adaptability for like differently abled gamers that maybe they can't really use a controller or a keyboard. It should help a lot with them. You also can now remap the bindings for the keyboard, which is really cool. As of right now, there's no option to rebind the controller, although I believe the developer said that they are working to do something like that. I don't think there's an option to just go back. Yeah, you gotta go to controller, keyboard, and then hit back. That's a bit... everything else, I think we've already gone over. Still that user music option where you can play your own, like, music out of a saved directory. So if you have, like, some Bandcamp music you wanted to play, that'd be great. I do love the higher resolution on these, I don't know what they are, coffee... They're not really coffee spill things. I don't know, maybe plans we can call them. It has a picture of Stick Dude. He's like, me, really cool. Here's a cold one. And first place, you know, super big engine, going fast, that sort of thing. We'll hop into the garage. This was a very interesting change I really enjoyed. First off, the font is different. It's certainly a lot easier to read, so thank you, Rocketeer, for taking that into consideration. Additionally, the coloring on the font has been changed so you can differentiate between what's the description, what's the description of the different attacks and the special attack that you have. I believe the actual text has not changed, so I'm not going to read through it again. But this next change was really interesting. There's now a credit system where you had to unlock new cars. I think that's going to be great for encouraging replayability. It kind of harkens back to like the old school racing games. I imagine the new ones still have it too, because I think Gran Turismo 7 does, where you have to like unlock or buy new cars in order to progress. I think that'll be good. If you wanted to monetize it, I'm just putting this out here because I wouldn't personally be a fan of it. But if you wanted to monetize the game heavily, you can probably sell like DLC tokens through Steam's workshop, and that'll bring in some extra revenue. I personally wouldn't buy them. That's more because I like to unlock things. But if you have like a whale, whale, by the way, is just like some little Timmy that has his mom's credit card and just buys things online. But yeah, whale would love that. They'd just be like, oh, I'm going to buy the game, and then like buy a bunch of tokens, and then unlock the cars that way through the game. Again, not something I'm personally a fan of, but it'd be a great monetization option. Looks like they changed the vigilante. I think it was gray before. I'll have to go back to the old footage for that. Oh, there's that chain's in the way. That's a little unfortunate, but there's like neon writing on the lock of that car. Let's see if I can get. It's a little harder to see. We'll look at that later. That was kind of interesting. Little neon writing on the door there. I love the little logo on the benefactor. That's cool. And that car looks to be about... Was the Corsair in here, actually? Jet shunt, repair system, EMP. Yeah, I think the Corsair is probably a new car. Either that, or I'm just spacing on what the car was previously. And I think that's the end of them. You can still change your license plate, so I got my screen name on there as my license plate. It's a little hard to see inside the garage, but I'm sure when you're driving, it'll be easy to tell. Then there's no direct way out of this, so you just kind of like hover toward the bottom, and then you have your options down here. Inside extras, they do have a new high score section, which will be really great. You can set a high score. It's going to be... Hackers might be a problem with this, I don't know. I personally don't know how you can prevent that, but I know a lot of games usually have people like hack in somehow, and they'll like set all 9s as their score. Again, I got no recommendations on how to prevent that. It's just something that's going to crop up over time, and even AAA studios deal with it. But it'll be interesting to see, you know, who's in the top 10. If possible, it'd be cool if we can go down to top 20, or perhaps even top 100. I really don't know what technical limitations we're dealing with here. That way, people that maybe they're not as competitive, they can't make it to the top 10, maybe they can be like top 20 or even top 100. That'd be interesting. And then like where you have personal best, put like maybe the effective rank next to that. So you can be like, well, your score is, what is this, 19,000 or 195,000. That makes you effectively rank 420 or whatever. That'd be interesting. Again, I don't know how doable that is with the current code base. It wouldn't be like a huge deal if it wasn't worked into it. And then there's similarly high score for the endless racing mode. This little warning would have to be removed, you know, when the game's released, but I'm sure that's already built in. Then you got the credits. You have developer, that's our beloved Rocketeer. Our musicians, which I don't think there's anything new on here. I think these are all the same songs they had previously. And then, oh, I'm in the special thanks section. Yay! For YouTube reasons, I didn't receive compensation for this. I think he did talk about wanting to put my name in as a thanks for all my feedback. So it's good to see. Thank you for putting that in. And then we got, what is this? Oh, that opens a new tab. That goes to the Outmode page on Flowcode. That's pretty cool. And it's kind of like a link tree page. I'm not going to put it up on OBS, so it'll be rough trying to switch between, you know, different things that I'm showing and hiding. But it's kind of like a link tree page. It has the Steam page, the YouTube channel, which I think is just the Outmodes channel. You have Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. So that's interesting. I'm going to bookmark that. Cause I kind of want an alternative to Linktree, because Linktree loves to, for whatever reason, I've been, my account's been suspended twice in the past year for having, quote, malicious links. And the nearest I can think of is I have a Bitcoin wallet link on there. I don't know why. But currently I use Cointree as my alternative. But Cointree, even though I know the developer of that project very well and I don't want to speak poorly on their project, Cointree has some improvements that could be made. But yeah, the YouTube link goes to the Outmode channel. Currently 45 subscribers, so come on everybody, you gotta subscribe. I built this great game. Just subscribe, that's all. Alright, let's go back, and then the other link goes to Discord. That would obviously launch Discord, so we're not gonna screw around with that. Anyway, I believe that's everything we've looked at. I guess the only thing left to do is play the game, huh? If I leave it as it is, it's gonna try to let me race with that car. That'd be interesting. But let's do the tutorial first. Okay, it defaults back to the not quite a DeLorean. So that cool gas station thing there, that's neat. Oh, still no. Oh, you can't skip it. Cool. That just takes you to this. That's still interesting and cool. Tip 8. Drift shifting. Welcome to synthwave-inspired world of Outmode. This tutorial will cover both basic and advanced driving skills you'll be using throughout your time here. To start, you can press V or the up button to change your perspective. Press Enter or Home button to continue. And it has, you know, all this. Am I still moving? Yeah, it has me moving at 1 mile per hour. So theoretically, if I just sit here, could I do like, what's that called? It's like a no-button speed run or something. Just sit here for like 5 days straight. That'd be cool. I was actually watching, somebody did a YouTube video. They played Super Mario 64 for 27 days straight on the same level, just to skip having to press a single A button, because it was part of some speedrun category they were in. That'd be interesting to have something like that in here. But yeah, I'm moving at 1 mile per hour. I could literally just go through and not have to do anything. Alright, let's see if it'll let me... it's not recognizing my PlayStation button. That's fair, I'm using a hacked way of playing the PlayStation controller, so I wouldn't expect it to really register properly. As this is the demo mode of Outmode, not Outrun. As this is the demo mode version of Outmode, some content has been cut. Unfortunately, this might also mean bugs. Please report any you come across to the Outmode Discord server. You can find links to Outmode's social media on the credits page. Your car can be controlled using either WASD or arrow keys for keyboard, or a standard driving setup for a controller. A full key map for the controls can be found in the menu under the settings. Rebinding is now available. Take a moment to get used to the basic movement of your car. This tutorial uses a manual car. You will have the option for an automatic or manual when you play the game. You will need to hold down your clutch key, left shift or left bumper, and physically drag your stick, either mouse button or analog stick, to guide it into the correct gear. Again, this was touched on the YouTube draft that I had. That I never released because we wound up with a new demo that we're currently testing. But yeah, I found that to be one of the most interesting things in this game, was the ability to like physically shift the car that I don't think a lot of racing games really have these days. I know back in the old PlayStation days, there's Burnout I was playing that, and I really liked it. Anyway, the faster you want to go, the higher the gear you will need. But in some situations, like slowing down to take a corner, using a lower gear may be better as you receive a higher acceleration value. You can't skip gears without stalling, you must switch them in order. When you stall, you will be automatically put back into Gear 1 and are forced to cycle through to get back to your desired speed. If you wish to stay as fast as possible, stalling is not a good idea. Next, we'll move into drifting. Drifting is used to gain NOS at an increased rate and allow corners to be taken more aggressively. To initiate a drift, hold space or left button. Interesting, it doesn't have an equivalent for the controller, but we'll look at that in a second. Maybe that is actually, the left button is the button. I'm just spacing on how it's actually done. You can use your gained NOS to boost ahead of the competition. Treat boosting like a supplement to your speed. Hold down middle mouse or the down button to perform a boost. You also gain NOS passively. Is it passively spelled right? No, I think you're missing an E in passively. P-A-S-S-I-V-E-L-E-Y, I think is how it's spelled. Well, we'll have to pull it up. It might be a difference between American and British English as well. Rocketeer's a UK developer, so maybe they just spell things differently over there. Oh, it pops up what song is playing. That's cool. I love it. You will also gain NOS passively over time or from certain abilities. Resetting your car may become necessary when encountering a bug or becoming stuck. You can perform a reset by holding down X on the keyboard or down on the D-pad. It won't work here though. You will also be reset once your car integrity reaches 0. Each car has a unique set of abilities and stats, as you may have already seen in the garage. These abilities are designed to help you tackle your rivals in the heat of a race. To use your 2 standard abilities, press Q and E or left and right on the D-pad. To use your supercharge, press F or up on the D-pad. Interestingly enough, does it change the text if I rebind it? I'm gonna have to come through later and look. Alright, that concludes the tutorial. It's time to kick back, relax, and drive. Why not spend some time now practicing your lines? When you're ready, pause the game by pressing escape or the home button and head back to the main menu. Alright. There we go. Ooh. Love it. It's not as floaty as it was before. I love that. Alright, oh yeah, we got a shift now. I forgot we're on a manual car. Ooh. Dude, the chromatic aberration definitely looks toned down compared to what it was, so thank you, sir, for taking that into advisement. I think this is just a tutorial through the first level. Alright, there we go. I had to scratch my nose, that was what the weird pause was for. Yeah. We got car engine noises, that's good. That was a weird thing from the previous demo. Alright, cool. That didn't stick me to the wall. Good. That was totally... Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta change back to proper gear. That's why it's not driving right. Alright. Do that. There we go. Alright. Shift. Gotta keep on shifting. There we go. Yeah. I love the tunnel. Definitely looks like it changed too. Like the lines are pulsating now. That's good. Yeah, that takes. Yeah, it definitely takes away from the repetitiveness it previously had. 'Cause it felt like driving in this tunnel, you're just almost driving in place. So having that like pulsing definitely gives you like a sensation that you're moving. I mean, I guess the lines on the ground also do that, but yeah, I love that it pops in the song that it plays. Alright, should I shift up? I guess. Oh, it has that bug still where it just randomly stops reading your acceleration. Okay. Nice little satisfying click when it does a great shift. That's pretty cool. Oh! Collision. Oops, I gotta shift again. There we go. There we go. Amazing shift. I didn't know that was even a category. Now I know, and knowing is half the battle. Okay, that was kind of weird. It stuck me against the wall for a second. And a little weirded out, it didn't like force me to go back into first gear whenever it collided with the wall. So you would think that I would have to go back into first gear. But evidently not. Does it actually matter, I think? Like, might accelerate. Okay, yeah, there is... You're not, like, directly penalized for not doing it, but it definitely helps with gaining speed. Makes sense. You can tell I've never driven a manual transmission before. Yeah, that's looking good. A little bit of weird shaky cam in the integrity. Oop. Dude, I gotta like stop scratching my face. That's all there is to it. I need to invest in like higher quality soap or something. I don't know, I shower like every day, but I'm still like itchy all the time. Alright. Should be just about done with the first lap, I believe. I haven't been really paying attention though. I've been trying to like focus on driving, and yeah, I definitely love how more responsive it is. Doesn't feel like you float all over the place. Here, let's test this out. I'm gonna drive right into the edge here. We'll see if I flip to it. Okay, it's like bounces you off, and then you get like knocked into like the center lane, I guess. Oh, it's not registering. Yeah, that's unusual. But it is what it is. I don't think it's an actual issue with the game. I use so many hacks in order to get my PlayStation controller working on this computer that it's just probably something screwing up between DS Windows on my host computer, accompanied by Shadow PC's virtualization of the PlayStation controller, coupled with what is it, X input I'm using, or X UI input, something like that, so that it simulates a Xbox controller on here. There's so many different layers of abstraction that I personally couldn't say that there's an issue with the controller. It's almost certainly just something screwing up. And even when it happens, all I have to do is just let off the gas for half a second and then hit it again, and it starts accelerating again. Not a huge deal. Okay, yeah, we've officially taken the whole lap. Let's go here. Oh, you can adjust the volume of the engines. That's neat. A little weird it's still playing inside the menu, but that's fine. Can't use... Okay, I'm accidentally hitting the... Oops. Okay, don't be doing that. Let's go back to the main menu. Yeah, I was hoping that I could use like the here, let's see, maybe I'm just doing it wrong. No. Okay, yeah, it switches. You're required to use the mouse inside the menu. I was hoping that the controller could be used in there, but again, not a huge deal. Alright, so here we are back at the main menu, build 0.6.0. It's a little more visible this time, that's why I'm reading it again. There we go, synthwave life! Alright, don't think there's really a need to go into any of the menus or anything. So let's hit the old play button. Let's just do a regular race. Share this game with friends using remote play together. Neat. Alright, we'll do solo. You gotta play these in the full version. Alright, fair enough. I mean, we had like 5 maps before. Neon Mountains, I think, is new. So we'll have to do that. Locked purchase in the garage. And then that one is coming in full game. Neat. So we'll do the Copernicus. Let's enable automagic because I'm lazy. And then let's see, let's crank up. How many rivals? We got 6. Oh, how many laps can we do? 15. I don't think we're gonna do 15. Let's just do 3. Alright, yep, and you can skip it by pressing, I forget the equivalent on it. It's X on a PlayStation controller. I think it's A on a Xbox controller. So that's good, you can skip it. Poggers. Alright. There we go. And skipping that menu, I just hit the equivalent capture button. Alright, cool. Oops. There we go, wasn't registering my input. There we go, Rocketeer Radio. There we go, this looks pretty cool. Yeah, there's still, at a distance, just a little gray square over top of them. I don't know if it's possible to get it, like, maybe you have, like, oh, shit. Well, our integrity has been, violated. It happens. Oh, there's little lasers there, too. I wonder if those damage you. Ah, that was on me. I don't know how to drive, okay. Yeah, I love that you're not getting stuck on the wall anymore, because that was so awful before. It defaults to, oops, it's not registering my input. Let's see, is there a way to go through here? Nope, complete crash. Damn, that took out a lot. Alright. What's my options? Oh, he's doing, like, the fire thing. That's cool. Yeah, I love that. I'm gonna have to pay attention. I don't know if that's still, he's still using the fire thing or not. Oh, that might, oh yeah, he is. That was that little wave thing on him. There, we ejected our polonium. That should fuck his day up. One thing that's, I don't even know if this would be doable this late in the stage of the game. But a mini-map would be great to see where my position is in the map and where everybody else is. But with release in like 3 weeks, I think it's been pushed back to June 22nd. It was originally June 13th in post, but the Steam page says June 22nd. Oh, there we go. See, I didn't spin out. That was cool. I love it. It's so much easier to handle. I mean, granted, my car's gonna fucking blow up. That's because I can't fucking drive. Ooh, damn. I love that nice explosion sound too when you get blown up. Oh, that's them shooting at me. Never mind. Alright, what was I talking about? Alright, we're just gonna keep driving. I was like in the middle of something, I was like, oh shit, I got blown up. That sucks. It'll come back to mind again. Alright, but yeah, I love that you can't just get blown up by getting stuck on the wall again. I think it's one of the criticisms I had in my YouTube draft, that when you hit those barricades that come out of the ground, I don't think they should stop you dead in your tracks, because you're already taking a ton of damage from hitting them. So I don't know how feasible it would be, again, because I don't know the limitations of the engine or anything. But like, maybe you could break through it somehow. You would still obviously take a fuck ton of damage. I think maybe you can take out 2/3 of your integrity from a full bar, but it would So, there we go. Managed to thread the needle on that one. But I think it'd be cool if you can break through it and your car just stalls out or something when that happens. That way you're not coming to a complete stop, but you have some indication that, yeah, you royally fucked up. It also would help because then you don't have to back up and then drive around it, because that was the main issue. Okay, so those lights don't actually damage you. Cool. But yeah, because when you hit it currently, you take it, I think, half a bar of damage, so your integrity goes down to 50%, and then you come to a complete stop. On top of that, you have to back up and then go around it. I feel like it would flow a little bit better if it were the break through it, or may just destroy the barrier, and then the car stalls out, so you're still starting at 0 integrity. Or you're starting at 0 speed, I mean. But it doesn't completely screw up your ability to drive. Just, you know, put yourself back in first gear, and then get on with driving. Ah, man, my integrity got compromised. No. Alright, let's turn down the engine noise here. That's a bit loud. There we go. So we got our snipers here, they're sniping. Yep, it's doing that thing again. That's all. One of these days I'll get a real computer instead of using a virtualized machine. And then I'll be able to actually put in proper feedback on the controls. But there's so many layers of abstraction that, like, I can't complain that much about it not reading my inputs. There we go. Oh, looks like that center one doesn't come up at all. Interesting. Alright. I think I turned down the engine sound too low now. Can't hear them. There we go. There we go. Alright, so we're on the third lap, first place. Managing to actually keep a score so it's not blowing up against the wall every 30 seconds. So that's pretty cool. New Anaconda mobile phone. Perfect place for a night drive is Downtown Boulevard. I'm just going to blow up, aren't I? Yeah, I gotta reset. There we go. Alright. Alright, time disruption. Ooh, I love that sound effect. That was cool. I think that was another thing in my draft video. Did that damage me? I think it did. That's fine. Yeah, the fact that they shut off intermittently means it's just a regular hazard. I can't complain. Oh! Look at that though, it didn't like completely destroy my life. Ah! Come on. There we go. Oops, there we go. Stupid controller. Oh, I got the NOS to use. Ooh, I love that effect. That is cool. This is what I get for scratching my nose. So, I use tea tree oil that I buy on Amazon. And it does clean very well, but maybe it's just leaving some sort of film on my face. My feet are very itchy all the time. I specifically actually bought it as like an antifungal. This is probably stuff I shouldn't be sharing on YouTube, huh? But yeah, that's my life story. I think I've already told the story about the counterfeit soap I bought off Amazon. Completely screwed up my life. But basically I bought counterfeit soap and it burned when I used it, so I stopped using it. And but I still have a rash where I used it, and this has been like 2 years ago. Yeah, this is so much easier to like weave through. Boom. That was on me. I wasn't taking that turn sharp enough. It'll just take several repeated instances, but I'm gonna have to learn how to avoid their fire. Alright. Do. I do want to look at the billboards, because I believe the developers said they were going to put a billboard in and have my name on it somewhere. It's like a thank you. I wasn't expecting to go into the credits at all. That was really cool. Thank you again for that. Alright, so we officially won. Now we're fading out. Woo! I did it! Alright, so I got 263 credits. I got modifier for being in first place, difficulty modifier, transmission modifier, and bottom out. So that's cool. I'm assuming in the release version that there's going to be like 1x, 2x, 3x for, you know, oh, you're in first place, second place, third place. Assuming one for easy, medium, hard difficulty, and then like a 1 or 2x transmission modifier, and then 1 or 2x through, I guess, 6x for the number of bots. That shooting, I don't know if that's supposed to be like that, but man, that got irritating there at the end. Alright, let's play the other one. What was it called? Neon Mountains. There we go. Boop. Crank this up. And so goes up to 15 on that. Alright, we'll do 3 laps. So we go. Outmode Customs, established in 1982. It's really cool. I'm just letting this play out. Tip 22. I didn't read that, but that's fine. Robertano, Neo Doorwave. Cool. It's a really good song. Yeah, I think this is a new map. I don't recall this one. It's kind of like a Christmas map, I guess. Alright. Oh! It's like headphones up there, you got pine trees. Sorry, I'm actually looking at the stuff in the background more than actually driving, huh? It's like a little observatory up there. That's cool. Come on, car. I believe in you. Turbo Squad. There we go. We got fire. Fire bad. Fire very bad. Oh. It's a sharp turn coming out of there. That's fine though. That's good. There's plenty of games that have that. I gotta learn to drive. Dude, this tunnel effect is really cool too. I'm trying to think what those things are up above. Are they supposed to be like trolley cars or something? There we go. We got the synthwave sun. Loving it. Pandemic 2021 remix. No, I don't think we need a remix of the pandemic. We're coming up on 3 years, son. 3 very long years. Oh, it's like a little... I don't know what that's supposed to be, like a... crane or something going through? I wonder if that could theoretically hit you as you drive through. Alright. Dee-dee. There we go. We got a rocket. That's me in the corner. Boom. Now in third place. Yeah. Relax, sweat wave. What? I don't know. Here, you know what? I'm gonna pause. I'm just gonna scratch my nose. Because this is just getting really irritating. Maybe my stupid tea tree oil is counterfeit too. Couldn't be. Who the hell knows? Oh, I got my time machine thing. That's what that was. Alright, cool. No! Boom. Okay, it didn't do a whole lot of damage to him. That fuck his day up? Well, it fucked me up worse, so... if it was beneficial, I'm not sure. There we go. This is the sharp turn coming out of here. So you just gotta get used to it. It's a learning curve sort of deal. There we go. Yep, there you know, we'll just reset. And there we go. I think it's up to the time machine. There we go, that's cool. Got the neat little sunglasses on the car. I forget what this one does. It speeds you up like significantly. That's cool. Love the nice little blue effect on everything. It's cool. Oops, it's not registering my input again. Danger ahead. It's always danger ahead. Alright, so that's the, I guess that can hit you, theoretically. Should have tapped the brakes going through there. There we go. Getting shot at, no! Ow. Sorry, you need to stop shooting at me. Yep, come on, game. I believe in you. Start accelerating. Alright. I'm gonna have to stop and read the billboards on one of these playthroughs. Just see what we got here. Oh! I'll learn how to drive one day. I'm busy like looking at the side trying to see what the soda can said on it. That's all. Boat rentals. That's pretty neat. It's a boat. There we go. Collision. Turbo speed. I'm gonna have to probably turn the air conditioner on. It's getting warm in here. That acceleration issue. Should probably do at least one run through on keyboard and mouse. See how that goes. There's supposed to be 6 AIs. I'm surprised I haven't been passed by now. There we go. Crind. Oh, that looked like the one. Here, let me get back and look. What does this one say? Find out. Oops. There it is. Crind. Love Live. Aw, that's so cool. Love it. Thank you, Rocketeer. And there's my other AIs, so I can still be passed. They didn't despawn or anything. Yeah, that was really cool. Thank you, Rocketeer. There we go. Alright, let's see if this gets me ahead. Alright, well, it sort of helped. I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back and read and see what they all do. Oops. Left. Alright, we got a time disruption field. Well, I got blown up. That's what that. Oh, it stays going. Didn't really disrupt him though. The guy behind him got disrupted, so that was nice. There we go. There, I got blown up by that. There we go. Whee! Super colon, is that what that says? See, at least it didn't get stuck to the wall doing that. There we go, we came in 4th place, woo! Failure is always an option. So yeah, it just had to be... That time didn't make much sense, maybe I was reading that wrong. But it just skipped to the credits section, so that's fine. Alright, let's do an endless race, because we need a lot more credits, I think, to get another car. Yeah, 20,000 credits that I have. Oh, it doesn't actually show how many I have. Oh, it's at the top, 307. So yeah. Is it not adding them between the races? Because I'm pretty sure I had like 300 from the first one I did. Yeah, let's do an endless race. There we go, we got peaceful difficulty. Peaceful, easy, normal, hard. Okay, we'll do peaceful. And we'll do this for like 10 minutes or so. Synthwave is dead, long live synthwave. Exactly. Yeah, I love that you can skip that now. It's great. Come on, accelerate. Yeah, this is more on my controller than anything, but yeah, I'm not getting any feedback. I accelerate, but that's just because this haptic feedback doesn't really work. The PC game. There we go. Got the speed. Rocketeer Road. So since I basically just woke up before I started playing video games, I don't have any topics or anything to discuss, besides the fact that I slept all day. So that's exciting, right? Can I pause while I'm in this? Let's get to a relatively straight stretch, just in case I can't. Okay, so you can pause. Neat. Now I can adjust my microphone so it's a little bit pointing at my actual face instead of at my forehead. It's important to have your microphone actually pointed at you when you speak into it. So yeah, overall I think driving is certainly improved. It's the #1 improvement. It's a lot better in my opinion, and I feel like it'll be a more competitive game due to these changes. Oops. So even that, you know, you hit the wall, it still doesn't completely kill you. You just kind of bounce off it now, which is nice. And this, it's just transitioning. I thought there was like fire up ahead. That's a me problem. I would have to put more time into it. So basically what I'm going to do is I'll do an endless until either the car dies or I get really, really bored of driving. I kind of want to see if I can hit the high score. Is that a ship over to my left? Oh, well, I'm slowing down anyway. Yeah, it looks like that's a yacht or something. It's kind of neat. Yeah, the only complaints I have so far is my speed isn't really working. That's probably more due to the issues with like 5 layers of abstraction I have between my controller and the actual game. So we'll see if other people have it. But yeah, that it's really annoying that it doesn't consistently pick up that I'm accelerating. But I can't blame the game. It's almost certainly an issue with the different layers I have. Sometimes Grand Theft Auto will do the same thing. So I don't think it's an issue with the game. If other people report it, then yeah, it might need to be looked into. But for now, I don't think it's a huge deal. Trying to think what else. Like, I'm trying to think of things to criticize, but I can't. Like, all the major issues were addressed, so that's pretty nice. Looks like we've gone in a complete lap, so that's pretty neat. I'm gonna turn the air conditioner on real quick. So we'll be back in probably about 30 seconds as soon as I don't drop my controller. So that thing's about to hit the floor. Stupid headset. Come on. Firmly grasp it in your hands. Alright, let's get this out of the way. Got too many cords here. Need to get more cords in this place, alright? Move this up toward my face. And let's make sure OBS isn't screwing up. You good? Yeah, I guess we're good. Alright, let's go back to racing. It's a long 30 seconds, right, kids? Had some other things to do, okay? So anyway, there we go, we got some points, getting some speed, pretty neat. Got engine noises, we got sound effects, whenever we do special effects, and that's really cool. Trying to think of, I would probably have to run through my script and see what hasn't been addressed yet, but I really think that's about everything. So yeah, good job, Rocketeer, you did very well in improving the game. The other things I could complain about are stuff on my end, like my controller not properly working. Yeah, definitely. I don't know if you really want to implement it because it could lead to like some bad news hombres or whatever, bad news bears, whatever we're going with this week. But yeah, you can probably implement like a purchasing system to buy credits. That might be interesting. On the one hand, it would take away from the game where people wouldn't be encouraged to play it that much. But on the other hand, you know, it'd be an easy monetization option where, like, I don't know, 20 bucks gets you, I don't know about 20 bucks, that might be too much. I think $2 would be too cheap. I really don't know what your options would be. But like, say for a set amount of money you can buy enough credits to buy the next car. That could be a great way to monetize beyond just, you know, selling the game. And then you can presumably do the same thing with the tracks. Have the tracks be such that you have to get so many credits in order to unlock them. And then, you know, as you race more, you unlock more credits. And if you don't want to race, you can buy credits from, say, the Steam store or something. No idea what the pricing on that would have to be, though. So the game itself, I think the target was like $15. So if the game itself is $15, you don't want to charge too much for DLC tokens. But I feel like $2 might be too cheap. Because there's only, what, 8 cars in the game? So, like, say you max out everything. That'd be $16 for all the cars. And then, pay $15 for the game, that's $30. And then, I forget how many tracks there are, we'll say 8 tracks entirely. You could charge, say, $2 for each of those. Like, then you're basically at, like, $50 for the game. But that's entirely optional, though. You can pay $15 just for the base game and play it constantly and get the credits naturally. So I don't know, it'd be up to you. I don't know if... Again, I'm not even like on the development team, so I don't know why I'm trying to phrase it like a we and us sort of situation. But it's your game. It's certainly... having a credit system opens up the opportunity for monetization. That would be an excellent way to bring in more money out of little Timmies who appropriate their mom's credit cards. Oh, there's that F-16 he had in that one post. See if I get shot down or something. Oops. A little bit over to the right. Oh, spun out. Okay, let's try this again. Ah, because it's $20,000 per car, 20,000 credits per car. Do $2 for a car. I don't know. I'm getting hung up on it. Oh, I wanted to see what it was like without the skylines. We'll have to do one without that. Is this a peaceful mode? I'm not taking hardly any damage, so I could theoretically be playing this all day, which is entirely the point of it. Kind of curious if this is procedurally generated or just a really big map. I would lead it's probably just procedurally generated off a bunch of smaller sections of a map. So a lot of it does seem like it repeats. That's fine, it's literally the entire purpose of a endless racing mode. Oops, my stupid controller's acting up again. Alright. There we go, we got the cool sunglasses on. Now we're racing through the palm trees. Yeah, it's cool. Alright. A lot of palm trees in this area. Oh, that's unfortunate. Come on. There we go. Yeah. Like when you hit the wall and bounce, it like puts you basically at a dead stop. I guess that's better than it was. I don't know. I'm like reaching for things to complain about. It's like just what I do. But yeah, I think overall it's very much improved. That'd be excellent at the $15 price point. And then if you wanted to consider monetizing the credit system, so little Timmy can whip out the mom and dad's credit card to pay for to unlock everything day one. That'd be understandable. I personally would just keep playing the game. That's because I enjoy it. 20,000 credits it's a bit much if you're only earning 300 per race. But I imagine I'm probably also at the lowest earning rate since I'm driving on easy mode with automatic transmission. So I might have to do one that's on hard mode and see how many credits I earn that way. And also I don't know 100% for sure if it's building up my credits each time or if it's only taking the latest credit. I should have more than 300 credits, but then again I've only done 2 races, so maybe that's just how many I've earned. There's a little shed off to the left, and then a bunch of birds. Whee! Alright. So peaceful mode is basically you don't take any damage, huh? So there we go. I hit a wall. I should have lost at least some integrity, but I didn't. Interesting. We'll eject our plutonium. There we go. Go through the palm trees again. Quite a lot of palm trees here. It's like the 3rd area I've been through that had nothing but palm trees. I'm not complaining, just a lot of palm trees. Go back to the sun again. There's that yacht again. So yeah, I wonder if I'm going more or less in a circle and it's just not formally tracking laps. I don't know. Yeah, I think the mini map was the only real complaint I had about the racing. Because it'd be neat to know where I'm at in the map. But it's not like a deal breaker. A lot of people race without mini maps. I'm trying to think what kind of vehicle that would be. Like, it's not a yacht. Doesn't look like any kind of like military ship. So I don't know what it's supposed to be. It's a ship. That's all it is. Alright, we'll give this, say, 5 more minutes. We're already at like 1,000,000 points or so. So that's pretty cool. Let's see if I can get up to 2,000,000 points. And then we'll quit at that point, I think. Yeah, yeah, it's 1,000,000 points I got. Cool. 1.38. Neat. Oh, collision, no. Nice relaxing music. There we go. There we go. See, it helps if you use the brake, kids. Alright. So, did I tell everybody about the birds? The birds attacking everybody? We had a bird break into the house a few weeks ago, and ever since then I've been waging war upon them. There's a bird repellent that I've been spraying that's been working out pretty okay. At least seems to be keeping the birds out of the house. But I bought the concentrate, and that came in today. So I got a gallon spray thing, and I'm gonna use the concentrate, dilute it, you know, like you're supposed to, and then we'll spray alongside the house after I cut the grass tomorrow. I think, because it's working very well inside the house, I think it'll help keep them away from the house. Oops, I got stuck on the wall for a second there. That's no bueno. But yeah, I think that'll certainly help out, and maybe I'll sleep better not having chirping all day every day, combined with the recent fear that they're gonna break into the house again and peck my eyeballs out. It was like, all it did is it crawled into the window. The window wasn't even open, it like lifted it, sort of, and then just kind of like crawled into the house, and then it like flew into a corner of the second floor. And I'm like, well, this is weird. And then it was in the house for almost 2 days. It just didn't want to leave. And it was one of those blackbirds too. It was like I want to say it was a starling. So, like the internet tells me that like people are gonna die due to having a bird in the house. That's a superstition, and it's been a couple weeks, nobody's died yet. So, hopefully we're fine. If we're not, then, well, it'd be like that. It says my Shadow PC is no longer available. I'm literally still playing this game, so I don't know. I feel like this Shadow PC needs to go in the trash. Because, I've had it for 3 years and the quality keeps going downhill. Like, just when I think they've reached the lowest they can get without, you know, breaching the service contract, they find a way to get worse somehow. So the original promise of the Shadow PC was that they would continually upgrade it so that as time went on you wouldn't have to worry about upgrading your PC, they would upgrade it for you. You would just pay a flat monthly fee and rent a virtual machine in their server. Well, the upgrades never came. They briefly had an Ultra and an Infinite tier that I have a YouTube video about. That was never rolled out in my region. It was only rolled out in like Paris as well as the West Coast data center, which I think is in Oregon. But everybody else is stuck on what they call Boost, and Boost has been the same for the past 3 or 4 years, and it's just too old anymore. Like, there was a game I wanted to buy, it was called SCP Pandemic or something. It's a new game based off the SCP series of stories, where you're supposed to be 2 special operations members that go in to secure, contain, and protect several demons or monsters or something that got released. But this virtual machine is too weak to play the game, even at the minimum settings. It's kind of irritating, because the game's, that SCP game is brand new, but it doesn't have overtaxing requirements. It just requires a 1080 and a relatively recent CPU, and the CPU is where it goes. It's just not meeting it on the virtual machine end. So the virtual machine runs a Xeon processor that's the equivalent of like an i5000 series Intel CPU, and the SCP game requires the equivalent of a 7000 series CPU. Now, could I theoretically play it? Sure. but then it would run very poorly and it wouldn't be enjoyable and I probably couldn't stream it. So that game's on hold until I get a better PC. And fortunately, at least for me, graphics cards have been going down in price. So my goal is to buy one probably by the end of the summer and then build a PC and use that going forward. Ooh, I love all this nice little neon. Yeah, I feel like this is procedurally generated. That's fine, it's literally the entire point of this. Yep, I'm losing speed again. I have to look into that. Maybe, well, I want to do at least one run which is on keyboard and mouse, just to see how that goes. So I don't think I've actually done it on either of the demos. Whoa, somehow that was a collision? What'd I hit? I don't know. Said I collided with something. Oh, I'm stuck on this. Nope, we broke free. That's fine. It may have just been the curvature of the track. Yeah, this is really cool. Ooh, busy looking off into the distance, looking at all the cool stuff. Not paying attention to where the road's going. Might be important, you know. Oh yeah, we've officially hit 2 million, so I guess I can probably call it a day, huh? Yeah, we'll ride off into the sunset briefly. There we go. Yeah, did we go through that? Yeah, if we haven't gone through that, we'll go through the thing that's up ahead. Palm trees and that headphone gate. And then we'll call it a day. As long as there's nothing more interesting on the other side. Go through the palm trees down here. Whee! There we go. So that is it. Oh yeah, the other quote-unquote complaint I have is you can't use the controller in the menu. So it'd be cool if I could use the either the stick or the D-pad to go through these. But as it is right now, it's not a huge deal. Okay, and you can't use the controller in this thing either. But let's see what else we got to do here. Time attack. Nope, that's not available, and that's coming soon. So we'll do race, solo. Yeah, we have 8 tracks. So yeah, if you wanted to, I don't even know if maybe like have 3 of them available at the start, and then you buy the rest through credits. Cause that'd be what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. And you charge 20,000 credits each, and then you can, we'll say you can buy credits for $2 or €2, whatever. And then 20,000 credits for $2 or €2. That'd be what, $10 to unlock all of those. But anyway, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna do Copernicus, we're gonna do manual, I'm gonna put them on hard and crank it up, and then do 5 laps. There we go. Alright, let's see how this goes. Hopefully I earn a bunch of credits so I can start unlocking things. How long are we playing this? Until I get bored, basically. Probably just go for another hour, realistically. Because there's not much to comment on. He's addressed almost all the issues that I had with the first demo. So that's really cool. We go Chrome Shores, 5 whole laps. I don't... Yeah, you can't skip through that. Oops. Gotta go fast. Gotta go faster. There we go. Oops. Come on. Ah. Good shift. It was not a good shift. I wanted to go in the third gear. There we go. Got that. There we go. Fourth gear is not that hard to get into. It's not like the shifting takes away from the game all that much or anything. That is probably a preferable option. I'm not sure what that was. Did I drive through somebody's flames? What was that? What is this? Ow! Get out of here. Going. Get out of here. Oh, I just blew up. I have okay speed. Good to know. So yeah, hitting him didn't really do much damage to him. Did a lot of damage to me. And that's fine. Oops. Yeah, shifting in the third is a little rough, but that's to be expected. Alright. Racing past them all. There we go. So yeah, there's several different views. I just wanted one that's a little higher up. Oh! Come on. First gear. Let's go. There we go. We got an amazing shift. It was pretty amazing. That was okay. Whoa. Amazing. Oh. Yeah. There we go. Something, and that's may just be me not knowing what to do, but am I supposed to like go back through each of the gears when I stall out like that? Like go from 4, 3, 2, then 1. Oops. It's not registering again, that's why. There we go. Oh, we're getting shot at. But pew. Alrighty. Probably go to bed after this. Get more sleep. Just sleep basically 20 hours every day. Trying to think how you pronounce that. Chris FMG or something. I don't know. Oops, it's not registering again. There we go, we got such amazing speed. I just got shot. Cool. Khanijaon's boat rentals. Nice. New Anaconda mobile phone, only $999.99. Nice. There we go. There we go. Fourth gear. Yeah. It's supercharged keys. I don't know what this does. Oh, it briefly boosts you up to like 180. That's cool. Dee-dee. Alright, well, that was interesting. Let's hit the old time disruption field when we go past this guy. I think that would be interesting. Ah, I used it too late. That's unfortunate. Oh, it doesn't do much with him. I guess it did slow him down. I guess. Yeah, leaving in 4th gear probably shouldn't work like this. I should have been forced to go down to 1st. Oh well, we'll leave it at 4th gear. There we go. Make this turn. One's rough. There we go. I just gotta hope we don't get shot. Still haven't figured out what the secret is to that, but in time we'll learn. There we go. Oops. Again, it's better than it was, but yeah, it shouldn't stall you out like that, I think. But between the two options, if this is what we got, this is what we got. There we go, we're getting back up to speed. So like I said earlier, it doesn't penalize you for staying in 4th gear all the time. But you certainly aren't rewarded for it because it takes forever to speed up whenever it's in the wrong gear. I think that's fair. I mean, in real life, it probably wouldn't kill you to be in 4th gear all the time, but you wouldn't have the kind of torque you need. Okay, so those lights don't actually damage you. Good to know. I've been blown up. Now I gotta go through this again. Yippee! Alright, well, we'll go through it again. There's that. I do want to try the keyboard and mouse driving, so we'll probably do another round specifically with that. Just to see how that one-handed operation goes. So I know, say, Crippled Kenny, he probably would love that. For those of you who aren't familiar with him, that's not pejorative. That's actually his screen name. He's a partner streamer on Twitch. And so he doesn't have full function with his arms. And he can't use his legs at all. So he usually uses accessibility devices to play games. And so games that have that sort of stuff built into it would certainly help him out. It would certainly help market the game to a wider audience. I did see a request for steering wheel control use in the Steam community thread. I thought that was really interesting. I personally have no idea how that could be implemented. I would imagine that the controller just simulates a Xbox controller, so it shouldn't be too hard to implement if that's accurate. But then again, I've also never programmed the game, so I don't know what I'm talking about. If it was easy, I think everybody would do it, right? Oh, I'm losing speed again. Yeah, I think it's gotta be the, probably the Shadow PCs interfering with it. Because I know if I, whenever I was playing Celeste, if I were to hit the same button over and over again, it would eventually fail to register that, because I think the Shadow PC just trims off any repetitive key presses. And so it would be simulating a key press when you're holding down the trigger button. Yep, let's just go through the toxic waste. That's fine. So we're at 193. Let's see how what this boosts us up to. Well, I hit the wall, so that doesn't really count. There we go. Yeah, at the speed I was going, I don't think it really would have made much of a difference. I just wanted to see what the top speeds would be with this time machine turbo boost or whatever it's called. Yep, first place. One lap left. That's one full lap too, so we're really like 1.5 laps remaining. But, yeah, I think he took the other levels off so you can rework them, because some of them the AIs just didn't work at all. I forget the name of the mountain one, but the AIs would just like spin more or less in a circle at the very start of the map, and that was all they did. So that certainly would need to be reworked. Oops. There we go. Yeah, that acceleration issue is going to be problematic, but I don't think, again, I don't think it's part of the game. I think it's just part of this convoluted setup I have. So I think I'm going to have to see if I can play this game on my host PC. If I can. Oh, if I just got shot. So if I can play it on the host PC, we'll just do that. And that should address the acceleration issues. There we go. That was a pretty great shift. Now it's not accelerating. Like, it'll do the same thing if I'm using keyboard and mouse. So I don't think it's like an issue specific to using the controller. Just any kind of repetitive key press. Oops. That's what I mean, like, that need to reverse back kind of screws up with the flow. I think hitting one of those barriers should briefly destroy it, and then I don't know how that can be handled in game, but if you could destroy it and then have it just respawn like 20 seconds later, or not even 20 seconds considering how short some of these laps are, maybe 10 seconds later it respawns, as long as it's somewhere the user won't actually be able to see it. I think that would probably be the best compromise on that. Like, yeah, you hit it, yeah, you come to a dead stop because your engine stalls out, but it's destroyed, and so therefore you can just shift back into first gear and just get racing again without having to back up and then go forward through it again, or go forward and around it again. So I guess another strategy would be to literally just wait for it to drop back down again. But in the middle of a racing game, do you want to encourage that kind of behavior? Where like you're supposed to be racing, but hey, we'll just wait like 5 seconds for this thing to fall back into place. At this point, I'm just kind of nitpicking. Like most of the issues I've said, as I've said, they've been resolved. And the remaining issues are nothing major. Alright. Yeah, I wish the, here, we can complain about this a little bit. I've been in first place, for quite a lot of this map, and the AIs aren't even challenging me at this point. I feel like maybe you could get like a kind of like a rubber bandish AI, where the better you do, the better they do. Even if it's as simple as like teleporting them once you get so far ahead of the second place person. Oops, that's not showing me. Oh, there we go. That stupid controller again. But like, yeah, I'm like so far ahead, the only possible way they can come up to and try to compete with me would be to teleport. Then again, if you implement a mini-map, that makes it very obvious that the AIs are literally cheating. So I don't know, maybe if you get so far in front of the second place person, the top speed of all the vehicles gets unlocked for the AIs, and they just go at like 300 miles an hour or whatever until they catch up. Woo, we did it! So let's see how many credits we get for this. So 257, second place was 30 seconds behind me. I got 31,000 credits for that. Neat. That means I can officially buy a new vehicle. Sweet. So yeah, hopefully the final release has like the number next to the modifiers. So this is really confusing having just an X there. I would assume that it'd be like, oh, you're in first place, here's a modifier. Like first place modifier, and then X, whatever the actual modifier value is. Same for bots and all that. But let's buy us a vehicle. Okay, so this is our Copernicus. The Ickerman, I don't know about buying that one. Which one was my favorite? I think it was the Benefactor was my favorite one from the last time. Vigilante. An experimental AI, RADD. That's kind of cool, and gave a name to the AI. That's nice. That's cool. The 8.6, non-easy car drive. The driver has some experience. Okay, he did actually change the descriptions. I'm not gonna read them today though. Hyper focus. Do we have that? I know there was a mechanical boost that was part of that. That's cool. Alright, Benefactor. Curiously modified supercar that defies the laws of physics. Very neat. Alright, the grid. And then Corsair. Corsair I think is brand new. So I think I'm just gonna buy that one just because it's new. Yes. Alright. And then play. Oh, I wanted to can I go back? Nope. Oh, that's unfortunate. Wait, I gotta click this. Okay. Yeah, let's turn off the skyline or sky grids. And we'll turn off chromatic aberration and scan line. Let's make it as basic as possible. There we go. We just did Chrome Shores, so I think we'll do Neon Mountains. Oh, so I bought the car, but I still can't use it. Fantastic. Wonderful. I mean, I could just do another one of those ultra long races. Here we go. Hard. Let's see how we do. It's 2 laps, 6 rivals on hard mode, and see how many points we get. Ow, my neck. Aw, man, I didn't get to read all that. That's unfortunate. Lad Morrison, welcome to the game. Okay. I just find that funny. I bought a car and I can't use it. It's locked until the full game. Alright. It's like a retrowave ski lodge, I guess. Yep, there we go. Alright, yeah, without the grid lines, it's looking kind of boring. The grid lines definitely brought a lot to it. Not having chromatic aberration on the scan lines takes away from the aesthetic. So it looks like the FPS is lower in this. It's only at 76 FPS. So like disabling all the special effects made it run worse somehow, I think. I'd have to like redo it with the stuff enabled though, just to make sure. That man is on fire. I just got hit. No. Yeah, I would have to look and see what it is. With all that stuff enabled, because I wasn't really paying attention to that. So, come on. Yeah, like the collision with the wall is improved, but I don't know how to improve that better. So there has to be some penalty for hitting the wall. You can't just make it so it's like, oh yeah, you hit a wall, but like nothing happens, because that's not fair. And there's plenty of games you do come to a complete stop when you hit the wall, so I guess the ultimate solution is I gotta get good and just stop hitting the wall. There, hit those. That was some nice physics on that. But we're in 5th place. I gotta get going to get up into 1st. That way I can buy one of the cars I can drive. Oh good, the virtual machine's acting up again. There we go, we'll just drive through that. Alright, so my car is about ready to blow up. I guess I'm just gonna reset. There we go. Aw, he just phased through me. How dare he? Alright. Whee! There we go, 2nd lap. And 5th place still. Oh. Alright, let's try not to die here. Alright, that's gonna speed me up. Whee! Alright. Oh, looks like I got my plutonium, that's why I did that. Come on, accelerate, damn it. Yeah, kind of missing the skylines. The scan lines too. Alright. There we go, we just hit a wall. That's fine. Just drop that. Okay. And my time disruption field will be up shortly. What is that? Why am I not accelerating? There we go. Not inserting my inputs properly. I don't know. I'm blaming the virtual machine for this. This just weren't for the GPU shortages. I would have bought a PC years ago. Ah. Yeah, I don't even know if breaking those things would necessarily be necessary, because they do pop down quick enough. They could probably just be left as they are. Come on, read my input. Just like, come on. Well, I came in last place officially. Boom. Just hit the wall there. It's my plutonium though. Alright. So somehow I came in 6 out of 7. It's interesting. I got 12,000 credits. Neat. So yeah, the difficulty modifier is definitely what you need to have there. So I was making hardly any credits on, it'll do Copernicus on hard. On a magic, it'll do just 3. See how this goes. Of course, there's EMP. There we go. Yeah, I don't know if it's possible to skip this. So I hit like the back button and sometimes it seems like it works. But it doesn't seem to be consistently doing it. Yeah, well. It's not like a long time, maybe this is just how long it takes to load the map. Come on. There we go. So without the skyline, yeah, skyline probably important. I need to put scan lines in too and see how that does. We're currently at 62. That's actually kind of hard to read. Scheme's thing. It's either 62 or 82. That's really small. Had to have been 82 because it just dipped down into the 70s. Alright, so we're getting good frame rates. Alright, looks like 90. That's pretty neat. Yeah, it runs very, very well. Oh, come on. There we go. See, there's that. We'll use that. Yep, now the controller's acting up again. I'm probably due to get another controller anyway, because I've had this one for 3 years. So maybe it's just the controller's dying. Could be anything, really. Okay, so the HUD shifts with me in the car. That's kind of interesting. I just noticed that. Alrighty. Sure. No, I've been shot. That's unfortunate. We have the boost. Oh, I got shot. That's why I took damage. So, oh, that's not gonna do it. That's fine. I got these curves up ahead anyway. There we go. Woo! We now got our sunglasses on. Right. How about that? Oh man, my controller's acting up. Yeah, I think our next one we're just gonna do keyboard and mouse. Let's see how that goes. Oop. There we go. Yeah, I feel like the AI could be more challenging. Like maybe they can get their top speed unlocked whenever you get so far in front of the second place person. Because at this point it's just like I'm bullying them. Like I'm even having issues with my controller input being red. And I'm still like first place without any problems. We're just using that for fun at this point. There's no option to look back. Oh, there is. Yeah. Cool. They're way in the back. Like probably a quarter mile away behind me. There we go. I'm gonna lap the person in last place pretty soon. Well, probably not, because I'm gonna be done with the map by then. There we go. There's a swerve going on there. Shot. Yep. There, that gets me up to a good speed pretty quick. Let's drop that there. We'll see if we have time to put our sunglasses on before the end of the lap. So it should be coming up soon. Come on. Alright, let's see what this does. Woo, we did it! It turns on right before we go through it. Oh well. But yeah, the AI should have been more challenging. Really, it seems a bit much that the second place person was 30 seconds behind me. And I had so many errors with driving. But now we have enough credits, let's buy another vehicle. Alright, so we already got that. Let's do the pinstripe, I think. Oh, I gotta get 30,000. I only have 12,000. Yeah, is it not tacking on my credits between races? So I should have more than that. So I have 12,009. Here, I'm gonna write this down just so I can make sure that it's tracking properly. 12,930. That's what I got, right? 12,963. 63. Alright. Let's see what we get after this race. And we're gonna do this one keyboard and mouse style. Let's put this controller somewhere it won't fall. Get this board out of my way. And let's see how this works. Here we'll start with automatic, just to see. No, let's do easy. That way I can know for sure it's just overwriting my credits versus actually appending them to what my actual credits are. Alright. Can free look. No, I want to learn how to free look. Me versus the Ickerman. Alright, so it's just W to accelerate. More nitpicking, I think the lights on the starting lights, yeah, that red, yellow, green, could be a little bit brighter so it's easier to make out. That's just being crazy at this point. Alright, so that's, oops. Is that how you do that? I forget the, what you gotta do when you got the left mouse button done. Nope, that ain't working. Let's use WASD, I guess. Not much else here. Well, I should have turned on the scan lines. That would have been helpful. Which button is... Nope, that one's handbrake. One of these buttons... Is it X, I think? Nope, X is reset. Let's feed behind. Let's change that. Okay, that was my plutonium. I don't have credits for that. I'm trying to think what the button is. My NOS. We'll figure it out eventually. Yeah, the fact that I'm able to like intuitively drive it while trying to figure out the buttons without wrecking all over the place shows how well improved the racing is. Because it floated way too much before. It was just rough. Alright, I was trying to do a drift there, but that probably need a sharper curve to really drift it. I also have plenty of room too. There we go, that worked. So yeah, you gotta give plenty of room for drifting, but it does work pretty well in this game. I forget the button in for the controller, so that's why I haven't been doing it on here. But yeah, drifting around that corner would have been better. There we go. Yeah, the on hard difficulty, this AI should be giving me some more trouble than he is. There we go. Try to drift into everything. It ain't going so well. Is that... Oh, I just blew up. Alright, so what's our button here? Not B. Oh, it's middle mouse button. Alright. Yeah, that's a great boost. It's pretty great. Alrighty. Oh, I just got shot. Yeah, this drives pretty well with keyboard and mouse. That's pretty good. Do want to see, I'm gonna have to look at the notes in the latest patch for what you gotta do to do one-handed driving. there's something you gotta be able to do. Like there's a toggle or something you had to set to do it. We'll check our plutonium. And then we'll see how many credits we get at the end of this. Hopefully it's adding them, but this will make it very obvious if it's not, because I had 12,000 credits. If I have less than that, then I know that it's not properly adding the credits, and potentially just overwriting the value of the credits between races. Which in a demo, not the worst thing in the world, especially when you can get 30,000 credits by doing like a 5-lap race on hard difficulty using a manual transmission. You know, it's not a crazy expenditure. It's only like 5 or 6 minutes to complete that kind of race. But it's more the idea that, you know, something like that were to make it into production, that'd be really bad. Because you don't want people being like, well, I've been racing for 6 hours, but somehow I only have 400 credits. Well, because the math's not working out right on this or something. But we'll see. And another nitpick thing I saw was there's no image for this game on the what's it called, that IDGB or something that Twitch pulls the game cover art from. So I'll probably have to like post that in the Discord or something. But you probably want to have cover art whenever somebody says streaming this on Twitch or whatever. That way, you know, people look up the game, they'll see, oh, that's what the game's about, instead of just seeing a placeholder graphic that's like a, I think it's supposed to be a Space Invaders Martian or something like that. Look at that. The on hard difficulty, the AI was like a minute behind me. It's ludicrous. I got +1 credit, so my new total is that. Alright, let's see how many credits we got here. Wow, I really did just get 1 credit. Okay. Thought that was just a prank, but okay. Here, we'll do Neon Mountains, Copernicus, Automagic on very difficult. 5 laps. There we go. Put 6 AIs in. And see what we got go. Oh, I wanted to do the scan lines. Darn. That's unfortunate. I'll have to remember to do scan lines after this race. Yeah, keyboard and mouse worked pretty well, so we'll probably just do that the remainder of the evening. So it didn't have the issues my controller had. So yeah, it's definitely something with how the controller's input is being registered on the virtual machine. There we go. Yeah, a lot of this I wish you could skip, like allow me to hit A and start the map or whatever, or click the mouse button and press enter or whatever. And there we go. It's getting almost 2 o'clock. Alright, so after this one we'll probably just fire a vehicle, do 1 race in it, and then call it a day. There we go. There's that. Oops, a bit too sharp there. So that'd be great to drift through. So I'm just trying to take this normal curve. Oh! Somehow, even though I hit it while turning left, I started to climb up on that. So that's unfortunate. That did a lot of damage to me too. Of course, I think that was that guy's fire attack. There we go, we got our plutonium. Oh, it's doing that input thing again on the keyboard. Interesting. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that. That was weird. There, we didn't die yet. We will soon, though. Eventually. Alright, we didn't get shot that time. Woo. Blew me up. There we go. Yeah, I'm losing speed for some reason. I have no idea why. Like, even in the boost, I wasn't going up that hill. Interesting. Alright. Let's hit that. Oops, come on. Yeah. I should have just went to bed. Instead of trying to play tonight, but it is what it is. Oops. Turns out hitting a wall is not good for you. Alright, well, we probably just wasted this time disruption field, but that's okay. Let's see, button. It's not that. Not that. Nope. None of these buttons. That's unfortunate. Oh, it's F. Okay. Found it. Yeah. I still don't know 100% for sure what this does, but it certainly seems to make driving a little bit easier, so I don't seem to be taking damage when I go over hazards, so that works. There we go. Oh, ow. Just got blown up. That's unfortunate. There we go. We sort of made it. Let's go. Alrighty. Yeah, it's like the AI could be more difficult on the other one, and this one I'm like not even catching up to them. I think that's more to do with how poorly I'm driving on this. I keep whacking into things. There we go, sort of speed up a little bit. Yeah, it's hitting that wall was not fun. Let's try this again. Yeah, I should have enough credits after this that regardless of where I place, I should be able to just get in my vehicle, I guess. I don't know what that was. Did I just bounce off the road and then shoot through the tunnel? There we go. I'm starting to gain speed ground on these AIs. So yeah, not wrecking certainly helps. Pro tip, don't wreck. Who'da thunk it? if you wreck, you tend to do poorly. Alrighty. Oops, I didn't mean to hit that one. Oh, that's fine. There we go, we got our sunglasses on, and slightly easier driving that I can't really explain. Maybe it just takes out the remaining floatiness in the vehicle when you do this. I don't know. It definitely seems like it can handle corners better. Ah, man, I just At least you don't get stuck on the wall anymore. That was awful. Yeah, I'm not. It's gonna run out before I get up to those guys. That's fine. Well, that's unfortunate. 24/7 synthwaves. Nice. Yeah, about the random slowdowns, it probably is just the Shadow PC not properly passing on my inputs, because it's not a very well designed machine. I feel like an actual computer wouldn't have these kind of issues, especially if it had a good keyboard to it. So I wonder if I took damage on that. I have to go back and look. That's why we record all these. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, coming to a complete stop's not great. But it's better than getting completely stuck on the wall and then you blow up, so. Oh no, I'm been shot at. Ow. Alright, let's see if that helps any. Probably not. I didn't want to drop it that far over, but that's on me. Alright, let's see if this helps out at all. Yeah, it makes it a lot easier to handle that corner. So I don't know what that time machine does exactly, but it does certainly help with the handling of the vehicle. So that's beneficial. Oh man, tired. Slept 18 hours and I'm still tired. That's why you don't take sleeping pills, kids. They're not good for you. Oh, it's just a regular, what is it, Sudafed? Or, I'd have to look at it. It's like over-the-counter medication. It's nothing like ludicrous. There we go, hitting everything, but that's fine. There we go, we did it, yeah! It's gonna be in first place soon if we don't screw up. It's a pretty big if. So he used something there. Alright, well. Did it! We're first place now, yeah! Did it! The wall. There we go. So that was just pretty challenging. And I got an extra 1,300 credits, and now 14,332. It's still not enough to get a new vehicle. Alright. How many do I need? So it does actually go up how many credits you need per thing. So that's good. Kind of wish it would have told me that the car I bought couldn't be used in the demo. But that's a me problem. I mean, I could probably play more of this tomorrow when I'm properly awake. That might just work better anyway. There we go, the Corsair. We have this one, but we can't play it. No. But yeah, it's 2 o'clock. I'm really tired, so I think we're just gonna call it a night. Overall, pretty good improvement on everything. I feel like it covered all the major issues that I found during the initial demo, and that the remaining issues aren't even like major problems. So yeah, we'll play more of this tomorrow because the next game we're gonna play is Doki Doki Literature Club, and it's only 6 hours long. So we can probably knock that out in a week. Technically, I could probably even just do it in a day if I get up early enough to do it. And then this game comes out on the 22nd, which is in roughly 3 weeks. So we can probably play more of this. Probably not the 22nd, but probably the week after that, because 22nd is a Wednesday. We'll see if I have time and where I'm at in the schedule for that. But yeah, we'll definitely play this when it comes out. We'll see what the final build is like. And the developer has committed to contributing continually as the game goes through its release cycle. Like, there's going to be upgrades and improvements for a while. It's not like it's just going to be released and then dumped on Steam. So we'll see what the ultimate final project looks like, but I think this is a good step in the right direction. Driving is much improved. Collision detection's a lot better. Hitting the wall doesn't completely get you stuck on the wall for like 10 minutes straight. You know, that sort of thing. Yeah, we'll do another. We'll just play through it again tomorrow, I think, so I can get enough credits to buy another vehicle, and then we'll move on to Doki Doki Literature Club after that. Alright, but I'm really tired, so I'm going to go back to bed. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you in the next one.
It's time to stop. It's time to stop, okay? No more. Where the fuck are your parents? Who are your parents? I'm gonna call Child Protective Services. It's time to stop.